Alright, so we're going to start in a virasana. And that is onto your knees with a pillow in between your legs. So you kind of can prop yourself up a little bit and sit yourself a little bit higher. So take your time to settle in. And make yourself comfortable. And you're going to bring your hands onto the thighs, just easy. Start to lengthen through your spine. And close your eyes. And just start to focus on your breath. Feel how your breath is moving through your body. How it flows soft and easy. Maybe observing any places where you feel a restriction or tightness. Anywhere in your body. And just allow your breath to go there. And to slowly open up those places. Breathing your full yogic breath, as we call it. Starting your breath in the lower belly, expanding your belly. And then you bring your breath up towards your chest, fully expanding into your diaphragm, up towards the collarbones even. And then exhale, you allow everything to soften. And your shoulders to drop back and down your spine. So inhale through your belly, diaphragm, and collarbones. Exhale to soften. Inhale, belly, diaphragm, collarbones. Exhale to soften. And just take a few more rounds of that deep, full yogic breath in your own pace. Really trying to fill the body up with air as much as possible. And every exhale, an opportunity to drop in. To becoming aware of your body. And how you feel today. Noticing the way your shins are connecting with your mat. How your sitting bones relax into your pillow. And how your face feels. Can you let go of some of the tension in your face, your jaws, maybe a frown? Really feel that body. And for this Sunday morning slow flow practice, I would love to invite you to practice from a place of that connection. Connected with your body. And really feeling into what feels good for you. However your body wants to move. And modifying or adding your sequence. Allowing every pose, every flow to nourish you. So today, just be who you are on the mat. Accept your body for what it is and for where it is today. And maybe that's different than yesterday, and maybe it's different from tomorrow. And that's okay. So whatever intention you'd like to set for yourself around that, take a last moment here to set that intention. And then take one more deep, full yogic breath together. Inhale through your belly, your diaphragm, and the collarbones. Full expansion. Exhale, sigh it out through your mouth. And with that sigh, allowing your intention to flow through your space today and guide you through your practice. And gently open up your eyes, coming back here. Welcoming you to our practice this Sunday morning. So with your next breath in, you're going to reach your arms up high to sky, lengthen all the way up. Press the palms together for a moment. With your exhale, bring the right hand down towards your mat, walk it out a little bit, bend into your elbow, and just find an easy side stretch. Trying to draw your right shoulder underneath, left shoulder opens, and then upper arm stays straight. So the more you do that, the deeper you feel that stretch on the side of your body. And breathe into that. So inhales, expand into your rib cage. Exhales, you may go a little deeper. Connect the breath and the movement. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And with your exhale, slowly rise all the way back up and straight away swing it over to the other side. Bending into left elbow, reach over. Open your heart space, lift it up, and lean into it. Both sitting bones stay down into your mat. And again, use your breath. Inhales to expand, exhales to go deeper. One last inhale. And with your exhale, come back to the center. Release both your hands down. Inhale, roll shoulders up to ears, squeeze them up. Exhale, back and down your spine. One more time. Inhale, squeeze up. Exhale, back and down. And then tuck your chin towards your chest. Just start to make circles through your right side. Swing it up. Inhale. And with your exhale, come back through the right side. Few rounds. Inhale. Exhale. Just allow the weight of your head to guide your movement and to guide how deep you go with this. And just gently opening up the neck and finding that edge, that good stretch. And we come back down, chin to chest. You change the direction, going through your left side. Inhale. Exhale, back through your right. One last round. And then come back to center. Now lift your hips up. Take your cushions out of the way. Just make sure they stay within hand reach. And we're going to stay into this shin pose. However, we're going to tuck our toes under. And when you do that, you want to make sure that your pinky toes and your little toes flop over as well. And you straight away start to feel a good stretch into the backs of our feet. There's a lot of energy channels, a lot of acupuncture points running in the backs of our feet. So you feel this pretty intense pretty quick, but I dare you to just bear with me for a few breaths here. Now while we're here, reach your right arm high up towards the sky, bend your elbow, and you bring your left hand on top of that elbow, and with that way, just gently allowing the right hand to walk down the shoulder blades. Now we tend here to create a bit of an arch into your back. So see if you can pull your navel back in, your ribs back in, and to lift your chest and the chin up. And especially with that chin, you press a little bit into that upper arm, increasing your stretch. Now relax your shoulders here. And breathe into that tricep. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. One last breath. And then slowly let it go. Maybe noticing those sensations in that right arm. Always feels good. Let me take it to the other side. So lift your left hand up. Bend the elbow. Right hand comes on top. Same thing. Just gently walk the hand down the shoulder blades. Navel ribs in. Heart and chin lift. And And breathe into that tricep and those feet as well. I know, I feel them too. 2 more breaths, deep ones. And then slowly release your arms down. And straight away, hands come in front of you, untug the toes and notice how good that feels. And just tap them out, soles of the feet, tap them a few times onto your mat. Really good release sensation there. And then sit down, again onto your heels. Bring the hands behind you, fingers facing forwards. And you start to lean back a little bit, taking the, let's say, opposite stretch of your ankles, lifting the knees up. Keep squeezing your knees together, and then lift the knees up from the mat until you start to feel that stretch on the front side of your ankles and feet. And it's fine if you keep them down if that is already a stretch in itself. Totally okay. Just work with your edge there. Taking one more inhale. And with your exhale, slowly come down onto your knees. Walking the hands forwards. Coming into tabletop. Tabletop in the middle of your mat. Hands stacked directly underneath your shoulders. And you stretch your fingers really nice and wide. Pressing the hands deep down into the earth. Knees directly underneath your hips. And just starting with a basic cat and cow. Start inhale, deep arch, belly down, heart up. Exhale, other way, rounding spine, chin to chest, and push the floor away with your hands. Inhale to arch, open it up. Exhale to round. Now close your eyes maybe, and keep that movement going for yourself a few times. Connecting your movement with your breath. Nice and easy. And feel free to bring in any other movements, maybe through the shoulders or through the hips. Anything to just slowly open up your body. But do it mindfully. And really ask yourself, what does my body need today? How do I want to move? What feels good? Just take a last breath in here. And then slowly come back towards the center. Tucking your toes under. Taking a deep breath in to lift your knees away from the mat, just an inch. Starting to engage your belly button. Gentle tuck of your tailbone and actively push the floor away with your hands. Starting to feel that fire in your core. Just another breath in. And then slowly shoot your hips up high for a downward facing dog. So in down dog, feet are hip width apart and shoulder width apart. And spread your fingers wide. Heels press down towards your mat. But if they don't fully touch, that's okay. Just bend your knees a little bit. Shooting your hips up as high as you can. And start to press your belly towards your thighs, your head towards your toes. And take a few breaths in there. Feel free to just walk it out a little bit if that feels good. Pedaling your heels out or bending your knees. And then take a deep breath in to lift your heels and look in between your hands. And start to step your feet all the way forwards, taking baby steps along the way. And notice your feet into your mat. Planting feet about hip width apart. Slight bend into your knees. Then just interlock the hands behind your back, finding a nice forward fold, adding a shoulder stretch. Bringing wrists over shoulders. And belly can even touch your thighs if that feels good. And keep your head, your neck completely heavy and soft, and just sway a bit from side to side. Deep belly breath. One more inhale. And then gently release your hands down towards your mat. Now your left hand stays down. You start to extend, straighten the right leg, bending left knee and twist open through your right side. So right hand rises. And see if you can twist really from the belly button. And then drawing the right shoulder further open, stepping it on top of your left. And the left hand is glued down into your mat as if you're stuck there with glue. And the right hand reaches up as if someone's pulling the fingertips. So opposite directions of pull. One more inhale. With your exhale, bring your right hand down. We'll change it up. So left leg straightens, right knee bends, right hand down, left arm rises. And again, pull from the belly button, opposite directions of the hands. Keep your hips square. And feel a good stretch into the hamstring, the whole back of your left leg. Inhale. And exhale, bring it down. And start to roll up vertebra by vertebra until you're all the way up to standing. Bringing the arms along. Taking a deep breath in. Pressing palms together. Lengthening as much as you can. And with your exhale, straight away, bending into your knees, you're going to dive it down forward. Inhale, you can halfway lift into a flat back. Hands into the shins, long neck, shoulders away from your ears, and pull your belly button in. One more breath in here. And then exhale to fold. Bring your nose closer towards your knees. Two more times. Inhale, flat back. Lengthen. Exhale to fold. One last one. Inhale, flat back. And exhale to fold. Now this time, plunge your hands firmly and step your right foot back. And your left foot back, high plank. Hovering, pausing here for a few moments. Pushing the floor away with your hands. Same thing. Press the heels backwards. Squeeze your glutes in. And then bring your ribs a little closer towards your hips so your core starts to engage. And know that you always have an option to bring the knees down straight away. Your bum is kind of the same height as your shoulders, so check yourself there. Just take another deep breath in. Keep pushing. Keep squeezing the belly, and then with your exhale, knees down to your mat. Inhale, your chest comes forward, shoulders go over wrists. Exhale, slow as you can go, elbows tucked in, lower down towards your mat. Release your body. Untuck the toes and press the tops of the feet into the earth. Squeeze your glutes in, hands are underneath your shoulders. And then take a deep inhale to lift your chest up. Baby cobra. Your neck is long, so you look down to, let's say, the front edge of your mat. And now maybe, if you want, you lift your hands up. Wiggling your fingers here for a moment. Just give your virtual neighbor a wave or something. Take a deep breath in, a little higher. And then exhale, release your hands down. Inhale, press into the hands. Come up a little higher even. Just slowly open up into the back. Exhale, lower down. Two more. Inhale, lift up more if you can. Just notice how your lower back feels. Exhale, bring it down. Find your own edge. And then last one, if you want, come all the way up, full cobra. You may extend your arms out. Pressing the floor away firmly with your hands. We're not collapsing into the shoulders. The shoulder blades touch together in the back. Deep breath into your heart space. Deep exhale. And you may give your hips a bit of a wiggle here. Swinging from side to side. Again, just noticing how that feels into the lower back. And then gently release, come all the way down. Tuck your toes under. Press yourself back up through that knee plank. And then lift the knees for downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep exhale. And then from there, lift your right leg high up towards the sky. Flexing the right foot and turn the right pinky toe down, pressing left heel deeper into your mat. Keep your hips and shoulders squared. And the right leg fully straight if you can. Take a deep breath in. And with your exhale, slowly bring your knee forwards and step the right foot in between your hands. Now if that foot lands somewhere halfway, just grab a hold of your ankle and help it forwards. Checking that your right knee is stacked on top of the right ankle. Your back knee comes down. If that's uncomfortable for the knee, you can always flop your mat double once or twice. And from here, starting to rise up all the way. Low lunge, vinyasa. Melting into your hips. Feeling a stretch into your left hip flexor and into the right hip. You have an option for hands on hips if it's too much for the shoulders. Up to you. We're going to move here a few times with our breath. So you take an inhale, you come back up a little higher, 90 degrees into your hips. With your exhale, you melt again, all the way forwards and down. Then inhale to rise up again. Come back. Exhale, melt deeper. Inhale, rise. Exhale, deeper. Press into your big right toe. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale, we're going to stay. And go as deep as you can, allowing that space to be created into your hips. Now pull your navel in. Your core is engaged. And you gently try to draw your tailbone forwards. Shoulders are relaxed. One more breath. Inhale, lengthen through your fingers. With your exhale, hands to heart and twist over to your right side. Your left elbow, you may have to help it a little bit, crosses over the right knee. Palms together, and the right elbow points up towards the sky. And then try to twist again from your belly button. Push the palms harder together. Open the right shoulder more. Breathe into your belly. Now, if you want to take this further, make sure your back toe is tucked and you can lift the left knee off the mat. Full twist. Keep the back leg really strong if you do. And wherever you are, just keep melting your hips. One more deep breath in. And with your exhale, slowly release your hands down towards your mat. And you step back for downward facing dog. 2 deep breaths in here. Maybe your heels come slightly closer. Maybe your hips go a little bit higher. And then you lift your left leg high up towards the sky. Press the right heel into your mat. Left leg stays straight. Flex the foot. Hips and shoulders are square. Take a deep breath in. And with your exhale, bring your knee forwards and then step left foot in between your hands. Back knee comes down. Same thing, low lunge, vinyasa. Melting down and forwards. Find that space slowly into that left hip. Option for hands onto the hips. And then use your breath again. So inhale to rise up and come back a little bit. Exhale to melt forwards and down. Belly stays engaged. Inhale to rise. Exhale to melt. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Few more. Find your own pace. And every exhale, you go a little bit deeper. Just gently opening it up. Last one, inhale. And then melt all the way forwards and down, exhale. Stay for a few more breaths. Press into that big left toe. I really think about belly in, ribs in, and drawing your tailbone forwards. Lift your heart space. You may look up a little bit towards the sky. One last inhale. Hands to heart with your exhale. Crossing right elbow over the left knee. Find your twist. Left elbow points up to sky. You can keep your gaze down if balance is a tough one for you. Otherwise, if you want to challenge yourself a little more, then look up. Over the left shoulder towards the ceiling. And keep melting those hips. Forwards and down. And stay with your breath, twisting from your belly button. Optional to bring your adductor tucked under and to lift the back knee off the mat. And then twist even deeper. Good, deep breath in. And with your exhale, slowly release your hands wherever you are, down towards your mat. Press the floor away so you can lift the left foot up and step it back. Downward facing dog. Now, option to stay here for a few breaths or join me for a little vinyasa flow. Lifting your heels on your inhale, rippling your body forwards to a high plank. With your exhale, knees down to mat, lower down, elbows stay in towards the body. Untuck toes, inhale, lift chest, cobra. Look up, and then exhale to tuck the toes again. Roll through for downward facing dog. 2 deep breaths in here. And then inhale to lift your heels, look in between the hands. Step or jump if you want to, all the way forwards, top of your mat. Halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale to fold forward, let's go deeper. Inhale to bend the knees and rise up all the way. Look up, press palms together and reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Straight away, big toes together, knees together. Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, sink the hips low. Weight is onto your back foot. Option for hands on hips if it's too much for the shoulders. And here as well, just a gentle kind of drop your tailbone forwards. That's always the sensation we want to get to really engage those lower abs. Squeeze your glutes in here. Take a deep breath in. Look up and lengthen through your fingers. Exhale, go a little lower, and then bring the hands to your heart. Twisting again. Left elbow over right knee. Right elbow points up to sky. Sink the hips lower. Keep your knees in one line. Check. Twisting deeper from the belly button. Take another breath in. And then slowly come back to center, rising the arms up. Inhale, little back bend. Open your heart space. Exhale, dive it down forwards. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Pull out your hands, step back, downward facing dog. Now lift your right leg high to sky. Inhale. Exhale, step right foot forwards in between your hands. This time, back knee stays up. High lunge. Inhale. Exhale to melt into your hips. Back leg is strong. Press the heel backwards. And check that your right knee is stacked on top of the ankle. Pull the belly button in. And here as well, always the option to bring the hands down. But we're going to move with our breath here again. So if your arms are up, take a deep inhale, lengthen through your fingers. With the exhale, hands come forwards, reach as far as you can actively, and then bring your arms behind you, arrowhead. So the fingers are actively pointing backwards. Belly pulls in, is away from your side, your heart opens and lifts. Your legs are really, really strong. And then inhale to rise up again. Do that a few times. Exhale, forwards and behind. Inhale to rise. Starting to feel that burn into that right glute. I know. One more time. Inhale to rise up. And with your exhale this time, drop your left heel in. Warrior two. Then a warrior two, and I'll quickly turn around. In the warrior two, right knee stacked on top of ankle. And the right heel is aligned with the crease of your back foot. Open the hips here. Extend your arms. Go a little bit deeper into the right knee if you can. Tap the tailbone under. Engage your legs. And again, with the breath, inhale to extend the right leg. Let it go for a moment. Reach palms up. Press them together. Exhale, go deeper. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, go deeper. Inhale to reach. Flow with your breath. Exhale, that was the last one. And this time, flip the palm and reverse your warrior. So the right knee stays bent. You just lean back into the left arm, opening up through the right side. Making sure that right knee doesn't pop in. So open that right knee out. Stay with your breath. Go deeper into your right leg. One last inhale. With an exhale, extend the right leg, reaching your right hand as far forwards as you can, as if someone's pulling your fingertips. And then bring the hand down, either towards your shin, or it may come down, all the way down onto your mat. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Same thing as at the start. See if you can stack your left shoulder on top of your right. And if you can draw your right hip underneath. So your whole body is in between two walls. As if one of my colleagues always says, Hannah, she always says, be the cream in the Oreo cookie. Taking one more breath in. And with your exhale, slowly bend to your right knee. Bring your hands down, framing your front foot. Then you lift your back heel off. And you lift your right hand off the mat for a twist. Keep the hips low. Again, twist a little further. One more breath, inhale. And with an exhale, bring the hand down. And then you step yourself back for downward facing dog. Take a few breaths in there. And then a deep breath in to lift your heels, look in between your hands, step or float forwards, top of your mat. Coming halfway, lift, inhale. Lengthen more, lift the chest. Exhale to fold. Deeper. Inhale to rise up all the way to standing. Look up, press palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to take it over to the other side. So, big toes together. So just squeeze your knees together. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Sink it low. Weight again onto the back feet. Tuck the tailbone. Option for hands on hips. Inhale, lengthen through your fingers. Exhale, sink deeper. Bring the hands to your heart. Twisting over to your left side. Right elbow crosses left knee. Twist from the belly button. Point the left elbow up to the sky. And you may look up if you want. Keep your knees together, square them. Deep breaths. Inhale. And with your exhale, slowly come back to center, rise up. Inhale, lean back, open your heart space. Exhale, dive it down and forwards. Inhale, come halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant your hands. Step back for down dog. Deep breath. And then lift your left leg high to the sky. Inhale. Exhale straight away. Step left foot forwards in between your hands. Rise up for your high lunge whenever you find your balance. And then melt into your hips. Left knee is stacked on top of the left ankle. And you press the back knee back. Super strong into that quad. Gentle draw of your tailbone. Take your variations, your options with the arms. Again, do what feels good for you. I'm here to guide you, I'm not here to teach you. And then take a deep breath in to lengthen through the fingertips. With an exhale, arrowhead. Reach forwards and behind you. Bring the weight a little bit more forwards into the front foot. Lifting the heart and the chest open. Pull the belly in. Inhale, there we go again. Rise. Exhale, forwards and behind. Inhale to rise. Exhale, forwards and behind. All right, one more time. Inhale, lift up and rise. With an exhale, drop right heel in. Warrior two. Finding your alignment of your heels here. So left heel aligned with the crease of your back foot. Bend into your left knee, open it out. Send your arms. Draw the hips under. And find that space into your left knee. And again, the breath. Inhale, rise up, extend. Just releasing that knee for a moment. And then exhale, go deeper. Inhale, extend and rise. Exhale. Find your own flow. Inhale. Exhale. Every exhale, you go deeper. Last one. Exhale. Flipping the palm, reverse. Lean into it. Pressing firmly into your big left toe for balance, but also to prevent that left knee from dropping in. And then you lean back into that left side of your body as much as you can. Your belly stays engaged, protecting the lower back. Deep inhale. And with an exhale, extending left leg, Trikonasana. We're reaching left hand forwards and then all the way down, either onto your shin, maybe onto the inside of the foot. Draw right arm open. So in a Trikonasana, your feet are super, super active, pressing into your mat. You engage your inner thighs, pulling those inner thighs up towards your pelvic floor. And your quads are super engaged as well. Both legs are straight. And if it's hard to straighten them, it means that your hand needs to go a little higher onto the shin. Think about that Oreo cookie. And take a last breath in. And with an exhale, start to bend into your left knee. Hands come down to mat. Frame the front foot. And then open up for a twist. Left hand rises. Right hand stays down. Step left shoulder onto the right. One last inhale. Exhale, left hand down. Push the floor away actively. Lift left foot, step back. Downward facing dog. Then again, you have options. You can stay in your down dog for a few breaths or take a child's pose. Or join me for a vinyasa flow. Inhale to lift your heels, ripple body forwards, high plank. Exhale, knees down or full chaturanga dandasana. Lowering down, elbows are in. Inhale, cobra, maybe up dog, lifting your chest. And then exhale to roll over the toes. Downward facing dog. Nice. Now from here, bring your knees towards the outer edges of your mat. Big toes come together to touch, and you start to sink your hips down towards your heels. Hands walk a little further forwards, and then drop the forehead. And rest. Allow your body to fully release. Maybe wiggle the hips a few times from side to side so you can let go into that space. Your shoulders and elbows are soft. Surrender into this pose. You don't need to hold yourself back anywhere right now. Come back to that deep belly breath. Very consciously try to slow your breath down. And with that, noticing your heart rate drop. One last inhale. And then really slowly press yourself back up onto your hands. Walking the knees back into the center. Tuck your toes under. Downward facing dog. Inhale to lift your heels, look in between the hands. Walk or jump all the way forwards, top of your mat. Inhale, come halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise up all the way to standing. Press palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Adding a little bit of a balancing pose here now. So we start to bring the weight onto your right foot. The left foot starts to lift off the mat, bending into your knee. Same for your left arm and elbow, also 90 degrees. And cross the left knee over the right. You have options here. You can bring the back of the left toe down towards your mat for a bit of support, or you may keep it up. And then you cross right elbow over left knee, interlock your hands and lift the elbows up. You're gonna go for eagle. Take a deep breath in, and then slowly start to sink into your standing leg, pulling the navel in. Here as well, gentle draw of that tailbone forwards. Find that balance. And you may start to fold a little bit further forwards, rounding the spine. Keep your balance if you can. And if you fall out, you just try another time. Take another breath in. And then slowly rise all the way back up. Come out the same way you came. See if you can let go of your arms and hands without putting that left foot down. Start to shift it backwards. Stepping, dropping left foot down slowly. Lifting the arms up. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands down towards your mat. Step your right foot back. Downward facing dog. And then lift your right leg high towards the sky. With your exhale, bring the right shin forwards for a half pigeon. So in pigeon, your right knee points towards the outer right corner of your mat. Your shin is probably around a 45-degree angle. You want to melt your hips, square the hips. If there's a lot of space between your bum and the floor, you may want to bring a cushion or a block underneath. Walk the back foot all the way out. And you have options. You can stay here, or you may come down into your forearms. Up to you. You may come even deeper down. Trying to find a space for yourself where you know you can be for a little while. And then breathe into it. Notice a deep stretch into your right glutes and hip area. Deep belly breath still. Let go into those hips wherever you can. Knowing that it's the hips will restore a lot of our emotions and feelings. Give yourself some time here to lean into that. And again, to just be whoever you want to be today on the mat. Meet your body where it is. And meet your mind where it is. Where can you let go? Final deep breath in. And with an exhale, you gently start to come back up onto your hands if you're down. Rise up. Now if you had a cushion underneath, take that away so you can actually sink that right hip down this time. And swing your left leg forwards. Left leg stays straight. Right knee is bent. And the sole of the right foot touches the inside of your left thigh. Now bring the right hand behind your back, pretty close, pushing actively into the floor. And then start to lift your hips up, pressing yourself up onto your right shin, squeezing the glutes for flash dance. One of my favorite poses, a full expression of the body. So press the hips up higher and open that heart space. Inhale. And exhale, sink your hips down. Then draw the right knee up and in towards your chest. And you're going to step that right foot over your left leg. Bring the arms up high. Deep inhale. And with your exhale, twist over to your right side. So right hand behind the back, left elbow in front of the right knee. Then extending through the spine. Again, twisting from your belly button. Shoulders are relaxed. As much as possible, at least. And then look over that right shoulder. Keep your left leg engaged by flexing the left foot. One last inhale. And then slowly come back to center. Extend your right leg out for a moment. Lean back and just shake the legs out for a moment. Give them some space. And then you cross your knees. Bring your hands in front of you. Come back into downward facing dog. Inhale to lift your heels, look in between the hands and step all the way forwards. Top of your mat. Halfway lift, flat back, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise up all the way. Press the palms together, reach and lengthen up. Exhale, hands to heart. I'm going to take the other side. So that eagle pose, bringing the weight onto your left foot, starting to lift the right knee up in towards your chest. Same for the right elbow. Then start to cross right knee over left knee. Take your option. Maybe the right toe comes down, or maybe you keep it hovering. Lifting left elbow, crossing it over right, interlock your hands. And then take the elbows up towards shoulder height, so you start to feel that stretch into your shoulder blades. And then start to sink and bend into your standing leg. Squaring your hips here, lower belly is engaged. Ribs are in. Keep lifting your elbows. The upper body doesn't change, it's literally just a standing leg. Give it a go. One more breath in. And then you may start to bend forwards and down. Rounding the spine, elbows to knees. Focus on that standing foot. One last inhale. And slowly rise all the way back up. But take your time and see if you can keep that foot hovering, like over your arms. And then start to draw the right heel backwards. Bending into your left knee, dropping the right foot super slowly. Nice. Inhale, high lunge, lean back a little bit. And exhale, bring your hands down. Step back for downward facing dog. Lifting your left leg high to sky, inhale. Exhale, half pigeon. Bring the shin down. Find that good angle for that shin and the knee. You never want to have any sharp or short sensations into that knee area. Squaring your hips and use any prop that feels good for you that helps. Slowly settle in, walking your back foot out and then taking the same variation as you did maybe on the other side. So you may come onto your forearms, you may bring the whole chest, forehead down. Really allow yourself to sink into that left hip area. And be mindful of the exact space where you feel the tightness. Where is that? And breathe into that space. Is it any different than your right side? Because there usually is a difference. The human body looks very symmetrical from the outside, but on the inside, it definitely isn't. If you think about the way your organs are placed into your body and the way they connect with your muscles and your bones through that connective tissue that we call the fascia, which is what we're working on in longer holds like this. It means there's definitely an imbalance from side to side, to left to right. Just interesting to observe. There's no right or wrong there. Just getting to know your own body a little bit more. Just take a final breath in, and then slowly rise back up onto your hands. Take your cushion away underneath the left hip if you had it, then drop the left hip down, grab a hold of your back thigh, swing it forwards. Right leg stays straight, and the left knee is bent, sole of the foot and the inside of the thigh. Left hand comes behind you this time. You're going to press yourself up firmly, lifting the hips, expanding into your whole torso. And actively squeezing the glutes, pressing the hips further up. Push the floor away with the left hand. Deep breath in. And slowly sit the hips back down. And then draw that left knee in towards your chest. Cross or step the left foot over the right leg. Right leg stays engaged, flex the foot. Inhale, lift the arms, lengthen through the back of the spine. Exhale to twist to your left. So left hand behind the back, right elbow in front of the left knee. And then you look over your left shoulder. Again, belly breath, and see where you can find softness. It's always hard to find that softness in a twist like this. Where can you relax and open up? One more inhale, and then gently come back to center, exhale. Take your foot away, shake it out in front of you. And make sure your feet are down at the lower edge of your mats, and from there, just start to roll yourself down to your back. Hug the knees in towards your chest and give yourself a good little squeeze here. Rolling a bit from side to side, massaging the lower back. And take a deep breath in and a deep sigh out through your mouth. Just noticing how you feel here. Checking in with yourself. And taking a last pose here, which is a happy baby. So you're going to bring your knees out wide, bend them. Grab a hold of the feet from the outer edges. Elbows on the insides of the knees so you can open the knees a little bit more. And then think about the sensation of drawing the tailbone down towards your mat. Kind of elongating the spine. Shoulders drop, relax too. And your head is down onto the mat as well. And just allow the weight of your hands to pull the knees a little bit further in towards your body. Deep belly breath. Inner thighs, nicely stretching. And feel free to bring in something more here, swaying from side to side. Maybe you extend one leg out. And then the other, or you take both out at the same time, like a laying down splits kind of a thing, whatever feels good for you. At your own pace, whenever you've had enough, slowly bring the feet back together. Start to get ready for your final Shavasana. So feel free to wear something warm, to cover yourself with anything. Maybe to grab a pillow. You can take a pillow underneath your knees, maybe to support yourself into the lower back. And start to settle in there, making yourself as comfortable as you can. Your feet are out wide, probably as wide as the edges of your mat. Your arms come next towards the body, palms face up towards the sky. And make yourself as heavy as possible down into your mat there. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. And a deep sigh out through the mouth. And with that sigh, fully surrender into that gravity. Feeling into your body. What sensations can you pick up? And what's going on in your mind? Now, once you've acknowledged both the physical and mental sensations, let them go. And drift off towards a comfortable space behind your eyebrows. From the second that you're in this world, they tell you what is fair, the questions you're allowed to ask, and the ones you wouldn't dare. Placed on the path they've paved for you, life pushes you along, without the chance to stop and think if it's right where you belong. But beyond your pathway's edges is where living really starts, a land of risks and danger, and a land of broken hearts. And they will tell you that you should fear this land, but there's no good there at all, as they live their lives as they've been taught, behind expectation's wall. But the best people you will ever meet have wandered off their track, found themselves along the way, and have no need to wander back. So forget about life's roadmap, follow your heart at any cost, for you'll never truly find yourself if you're too scared to get lost. And with those words, just slowly start to move into your body any way you like. Wiggling toes, fingers, shaking your head from side to side. Maybe a good stretch all the way overhead. And hug your knees in towards your chest. Just roll over to either side into a fetus position. Whenever you're ready, with your eyes closed, slowly make your way up to a seated, cross-legged position. And bring your hands in front of your heart space. And take a last deepest inhale through the nose. And then a deep sigh out through the mouth to let it go and let that practice wash all over you. Bowing your forehead down towards your fingers. Saying gratitude for coming onto the mat today. Being who you are, feeling into whatever you want to feel today. Listening to those questions or requests and giving into them today. Accepting your body, your mind, wherever it is right now. The love and the light in me honors the love and the light in you. Namaste.